Oh my gosh, guys, we are less than 24 hours away from the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, and we've already got some major news to bring to you guys officially from Nintendo. But before we dive into that, we actually have some updates for the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. And yes, folks, I have to talk about all the stuff going on because we're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 down below, down in the description and or the pinned comment. And we have one final live stream tonight before the big Nintendo Switch 2 event and some new live streams to announce for this week. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, everyone. Let's go ahead and dive into this first story, which actually comes over from Family Boards and user LIC. So we talked about him before. He's always really good at searching through the patents, the FCC stuff, all of that, data mining. And he says, we got one more FCC filing just in time for the Direct, BEE008, another game controller, this time with both Bluetooth and NFC. So this one is probably the Pro controller. You can see the rear location of the label. This label location also kind of suggests it's not a split controller, but who really knows until it's officially revealed. And it's confirmed to have a headphone jack. So you got your emission test, antenna test, all this stuff. It is confirmed there is indeed earphones here, that C part, a headphone jack. That is really, really exciting stuff. We'll talk about what that implies in a moment. Let's get to the rest here. It says this probably means the Bluetooth version is at least 5.2 in order to use LE audio, which we already knew. The controller was probably 5.x. The battery voltage is different from anything I'm aware of for Switch 1 or Switch 2, so it most likely has a new battery, which would mean the venerable CTR003, originally the 3DS console battery and currently used in the Switch 1 Pro controllers, has been retired. Not sure if I mentioned this in the last post, but it's likely that the GameCube controller uses the same battery as the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Remember, we've had reports about some sort of GameCube controller in the works by Nintendo. This letter in the serial numbers is E, as expected, which means all of those match the Switch 1 up through F. So console, left Joy-Con, right Joy-Con, Joy-Con charging grip, Pro controller dock. Then G seems to be skipped in both cases, presumably because it looks too similar to 6. And then they diverge at H, which has Pokeball Plus for Switch 1 and the GameCube controller for Switch 2. So the biggest thing I get out of this, having a headphone jack just like PlayStation and Xbox, is, well, why does PlayStation and Xbox have headphone jacks? Why do they have audio interfaces on their controllers? Because they have localized voice chat. That's literally why. That's what I think is happening here. Local voice chat. I feel like this is just pretty much confirmation, or as close to confirmation as we're going to get. But you know what? We don't have to worry about being close to confirmation when we're so close to the thing actually being revealed, because Nintendo gave us news today. Baby, let's go take a look. Here we are over on Nintendo of America's X account. And look, join us tomorrow, April 2nd, right? They're advertising the Direct. It is set up. You can go look at it right now. There's nothing going on, but, you know, it's there. Or you can just tune in right here at Nintendo Prime, where we'll be live reacting to it. However, look at this. The live stream will be approximately 60 minutes in length. Now, we got two stories we got to get to this point, but I have to tell you guys, 60 minutes, one, that is the longest Nintendo Direct of all time. Let that sink in. The longest Nintendo Direct of all time is the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Holy crud, that is so exciting. Look, people were worried, oh, it's going to be 10 minutes, 20, a half hour. No, Nintendo's giving us the full hour. I want to give context here. The 2017 event was about an hour and 5 minutes for the Nintendo Switch, and that was a live event that had like 20 minutes of pauses for audience applause and reactions, right? So they had to stop and wait for people to calm down a bit before they could move on to the next thing, right? So that was back in, so that was really more like a 45-minute presentation back then. This, with no crowd reactions, is actually longer in terms of pure content than the 2017 presentation. So whatever Nintendo has cooking, it's going to be really, really master chefing it up tomorrow. So that's going to be really exciting. But the thing is, Nintendo's not done. Nintendo has done the impossible. Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. They have created their own E3. So we have the hour-long Hype Direct. What else do we need for it to be E3? Oh, how about Nintendo Treehouse Live for multiple days? Join us on April 3rd and April 4th at 7 a.m. Pacific each day for Nintendo Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2 presentation, hands-on gameplay of Nintendo Switch 2 games. So it's all about Nintendo Switch 2 with the Treehouse Live over 2 days. And if you check the Nintendo Today app, you'll actually see that it's 7 hours total. So one of the days is 3 hours, one of the days is 4 hours. They start at the same time. Either way, super, super hype. Wow. Nintendo Treehouse is back. That is something they used to do for the E3s after a big presentation, and they would do it for multiple days. It's back for multiple days. And you want to know what caps us all off being an E3 type thing? In New York, this upcoming weekend, people will be going hands-on with the system and some of the games. That there completes the E3 trifecta. Big press conference-like event, hour-long direct. Nintendo Treehouse Live showing us a bunch of stuff for many hours, multiple days, and people getting to go hands-on with the Switch 2 and the games. That is the trifecta that makes E3 what it was, except it was this way for all the console holders, not just Nintendo. But you know what? For us, this is like Nintendo Christmas E3, everything all wrapped up. We've been waiting years for this, and we may never have something like this again until the next system, right? Like, we don't know if Nintendo's going to make a habit out of Nintendo Treehouse Lives and a big direct every single year. We just know they're doing it right now for Nintendo Switch 2 because Furukawa is a madman. He's built different. He's a built different kind of guy. But that isn't it. You would figure that's all Nintendo had to give us today. But look, the Nintendo Today app actually did a little bit of teasing. What are we talking about? Well, the Nintendo Today app in some countries, it is already April 2nd. So it's already telling those people that today's the day. And so there's a new video clip for their countdown that emphasizes something. Let's take a look. I posted it here. And there is the video. Just kind of full screen it here. Yeah, it says C button action, right? It's going into the C button. I'm getting real DS vibes there with that square outline going outwards. But it gets even better because, my video here of this, which is actually quite a few views here on X, has just the video. There's actually audio that goes along with it that maybe it's teasing something here. Let's look again. So this is Necrofilipa Lima from Nintendo Universo, or Universal Nintendo. It says Nintendo releases teaser for the C button. All right, let's listen to the audio on this. Let's give this a pause. Let's rewind and just listen to the audio. Ready? So right up to that button press. Listen. Dude. Is that some home menu music? Do we have home menu music and then you hit the C button to interrupt it for whatever the C button does? I don't know, but it sure as heck feels like there's some home menu music teasing there. So look, guys, I am so hyped right now. I'm having a hard time containing it. I'm not going to contain it tonight. We're going to go wild on our live stream. We're probably going live an hour early on our stream, but we're going to be ending our stream an hour early. We're ending a hard cutoff at 10 p.m. That way I make sure I can get a good enough sleep to kick off our stream tomorrow. We'll be streaming at 6 a.m. tomorrow. We also have the Nintendo Byte podcast. So we got about a 5-hour live stream in the morning. And then we have the Nintendo Byte podcast, which is probably going to be another 4 or 5 hour stream at night. And then, oh my gosh, I got to get up the next morning and be live streaming by 8 a.m. Central Time because we have the Nintendo Treehouse Live. And I got to do that again on Friday. So you're going to see a lot of Nintendo Prime streaming this week. And I'm still going to try to get out videos as well, if and when I can. Dude, Nintendo's blowing it out, baby. Nintendo is blowing it out. This is the week we've been waiting for, the moment we've been waiting for. Less than 24 hours, Nintendo's gonna deliver the goods. Oh, baby, are you hyped? Are you not entertained? Let's go, baby. I'll see you guys tonight on our pre-direct live stream.